back, y'all boys. We are back, y'all. Welcome back to Outside the Box, episode 13, y'all boys. You feel me? And if this is your first time tuning in, thank you. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, comment, do all that. You know, check us out on YouTube, Outside the Box on Apple Podcasts. It's on every platform except for SoundCloud. I got to get right with that one. And this week, I got a special guest, y'all boys. I got Miss Get Your Thick Bands. You feel me? I got host of Unleashing Souls podcast, Thamicha, in the building, y'all boys.
You said my name right. And I don't think I ever told you my name.
I did my homework.
Oh, okay.
I did my homework.
You did your research.
I did my homework. I had to make sure because I was like, I seen it when I was reading on him on Instagram. I was like, I do not get this shit.
Yeah. Nobody says my name right.
I did not get it. Then when I called him, like, yo, how you say that nigga? I don't want to meet her and be all up there like, it's Thamicha. I'm like, I like Thamicha or Thamicha. They're like, Thamicha. I'm like, I don't see that on Instagram.
Thamicha.
Because they like the E.T.
Yeah.
Those
that's
you
my
all.
middle, yeah. My middle and my last name.
Oh, see, that's lit. But how you been holding up with this quarantine going on, man?
I've been straight. Like, I just been in the house. I've been working out. I feel like working out has been helping me because I could get out the house. But other than that, I've been all right. I don't watch the news like that, so it's like I don't know what's going on, but I see the craziness.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on it, like with the quarantine and the coronavirus? Like, how you feel about that?
That's like, I don't know. I've been kind of tapping into my, like, the conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But, like, I feel like it's crazy. It's definitely man-made.
Facts.
Like, and I honestly haven't been doing too, like, I'm not watching the news. I don't read nothing up about it. I'm not as knowledgeable, like, as everybody else with it. But it's just, like, it's crazy, like, the fact that it's happening and the fact that the government is really sick. Like, these people is crazy.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. Like, the government is behind all of this.
Yep. Like you said, the news, I do not watch the news at all. I don't change it to that channel. And when I'm thinking about it, I feel like everybody had coronavirus already. You don't even know it, though, because it's just a flu.
Yeah.
And it's just affecting people differently. And it's like, bro, how the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's killing people, but I don't think it's killing, though. Like, the way they're making it seem like if you get it, you about to die in like 3 days. Stop it.
Yeah. Some people get it, though, and they get real sick.
Yeah.
But me and my homegirls was talking about that. Like, we just think that it was already kind of in us.
Yeah.
Because in a Lysol bottle or whatever in the back, it was talking about something it cures or it helps clean coronavirus. So if y'all talking about this a new virus, how come something that had, like, if you look on the Lysol, it says that.
Wow, I did not know that. Okay, I learned something new. I'm going to look at the back of Lysol today.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
It's crazy.
Wow. So, we're going to talk about your podcast a little bit. Well, not talk about your podcast a little bit. We'll talk about you on your podcast.
Okay.
And when I'm listening to your podcast, I ain't going to lie, I be feeling like I went to church.
You went to church?
Like, I be feeling like I went to church.
For real?
Yeah, I be feeling good. Like, it be eye-opening to me. Like, wow, I ain't think about it like that with the Bible stuff. It's like that. And
that's crazy.
One thing I peeped, though, you don't ever talk about religion. Mm-hmm. And you don't rarely put too much focus on Jesus. So that's 2 questions I got covered. Mm-hmm. So one is Jesus. Mm-hmm. Because the way I see Jesus and the way they make Jesus out to be in the world, I feel like it's wrong. Mm-hmm. But most people feel like, nah, man, Jesus is Jesus. He was the Son, the Holy, whatever, however people feel, which is fine. But I feel like, no, the standard we putting on Jesus is way too high. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that?
Okay. I personally believe that the standards are not high. I do believe in Jesus, though. Like, my podcast is all about Jesus. I'm for Jesus. That's my MO. But you're right, though. The way, like, the world perceives Jesus, the way they say he is, even the image of Jesus, I don't believe that that's how he looked. I don't believe, like, that's, like, you know. But I don't know. Like, Jesus, he really was the Son of God. So I believe that he was the Son of God. I believe that he died. I believe that he rose again on the 3rd day. I believe all of that.
True.
So I believe, like, the standards for him should be even higher. Like, the world just hate him. Like, and the Bible said that the world would hate him. So it's like, it's kind of like the greatest rapper alive. Like, you got Tupac behind you.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, you think he the greatest? One of the greatest too?
to me personally.
Okay. All right.
But Drake is the greatest.
Okay. We'll get to that.
Right now in this era. But whatever, like to you like Tupac, but he was like hated.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing him to Jesus, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he was hated, they had haters, and it's like, yeah, that's how I feel.
No, I get it, but see, like you said, okay, he was a child. He was God's child. Mm-hmm. But aren't we supposed to be God's child too?
We are.
So that's why I'm like, see, my thoughts of Jesus is this. Okay. He was just the one person that God sent to like give the example of how you're supposed to live, how pure you're supposed to be, and whatever the case is. Like, okay, follow him, follow his lead. Like, because if he just gave us the Bible, nobody really probably would take it like serious. He like, all right, I'm gonna show y'all an example of a person who's doing it. He was like a guide, which I feel like the Bible is a guide. Yeah. And I just feel like, okay, Jesus is high because he actually did it, but I believe if you do it too, you can get to his level of enlightenment too. Because it's like, I was talking to somebody recently, they were telling me about the part where he was walking on water to get to the people. And he got the other dude to walk on water too until he fell in. So I'm like, wait, if you could have walked on water at that moment, because you kept your eyes on him and you had faith like 100% at that time. So if you lived your whole life like that, you don't think you'll be able to accomplish the same things he probably was accomplishing at the time?
We can. Like, the Bible even says that we will accomplish greater.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Jesus said that he, like, sent his Holy Spirit so we could accomplish greater than him. Like, raise people from the dead and stuff like that. But the thing is, we don't really believe that we could do stuff like that. Exactly. So, it's like, the reason why Peter, like, fell in the water is because he took his eyes off Jesus. Like, he didn't have faith that he could really do it. So, yes, we can. The thing, my issue is, like, when the world, this whole new thing that we are gods, that's what my issue is, because we're not gods. We can be, like, we will do greater things than Jesus did, because he even said it. But we are not gods. We have to, like, realize that God sits, like, God is the creator of this universe. We could never create the universe. True. So we can't compare ourselves to God. We can't stop ourselves from dying. Nope. We can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do certain things, so we cannot be God, because God holds eternal power. But as far as Jesus, I believe that we can follow his example and be greater because he said that. Yeah.
See, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't believe that. They feel like it's God, Jesus, then them. It's like it's levels to it. It's like, it is a level in a way, but it's like, y'all equal. I feel like they're equal. Like you said, I don't think everybody is a God. You're like a lightning rod. He gives you the source and you can absorb all of it from him. But with Jesus, I feel like people don't think like, oh, I can be on that same level as him at all. And that's the problem. Like, dang, why y'all don't even think about it? Like, the things he was doing, you probably could too if you had enough faith. Which most people, like you said, most people don't. We all scared of death, which he wasn't. Yeah. So that'd be the part where I'd be lost on that. But but yeah, with religion now. Okay, religion. What's your thoughts on that? Because you don't talk about it at all. Like,
yeah, religion is buzz to me. Like, religion is like, that's what draws all of us away from church. Like, the fact that you gotta do this and do that. You can't wear this and you can't wear that. Like, you can't tell me not to be me. And I think that's my real problem with church and like religion. It's like, you can't tell me not to be me. You can't tell me I can't like certain things because God did not say that. So it's like, that's religion. So that's where like my thoughts on religion come in. Like, if God created you to like certain things, he created you a certain way. I just feel like you just gotta be you, and like religion stops you from being who God really calls you to be. True. So that's why I really just don't really talk about religion like that. And it's crazy how you picked up on that, because I never even really said that. I don't think. I know. It's just like, church. I don't tell people not to go to church, because I go to church too, but like, even church sometimes it's like a system. Sometimes we just get caught up in just going and just doing certain things, and it's like, yo, like, Jesus really just wants you to know him so you can know God. Exactly. Like, it's really a personal relationship.
Like, it's all personal, which people take out the personal elements and allow somebody else to control it for them. And it's funny because I was literally I watched the Waco documentary this week. It was on Netflix.
What's it called?
Waco. And it's about a cult that went down in Texas. Yeah. So I talked about it. Then right after I talked about it, I was gonna make a joke And I was gonna say, oh, I'm gonna start a cult. Just give me money, come when you want, and follow whatever you want to follow. When I started thought about it, I'm like, that sounds like a church. Give me money, you come when you want, and you follow if you want to follow. And I'm like, wow. I was like, I was gonna put it. I put it. I'm like, people probably gonna get hot. They're gonna be like, oh my God, you trying the church and da, 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 da. I'm like, if you think about it, it got cultish ways.
Yeah.
Which people don't understand. And I'm like, I don't have a beef with religion if that's what you want to do, but it honestly doesn't make sense to me. Like, I've been to church and I ain't like it. I don't like the feeling. Like, to just even have like a pastor to talk to me is like, I'd rather do one-on-one things than one person leading all of us, telling all of us what to do. It's like, what if I don't want to conform to what you're telling me? I'm supposed to be the black sheep, or like, oh, you giving the pastor a hard time. What you mean? Like, that's what I got lost with religion. But that's why, like, when I told you, when I listen to your podcast, it feel more one-on-one, it feel more personal. And then you don't, it's just like you get more personal, more spiritual, which people don't do. And you tell people to take it on their own self. Like, yo, look into yourself. You pray to God more. You get more in tune with the Bible. But no, church, they don't do that.
You know, one thing you said is like, I feel you on just the concept of just like, okay, people going to church and having this person tell them certain things, but low key, it's the same thing with the podcast, or the same thing like with me talking. Like, if you would, like the last episode, you talking about going to a therapist. Yeah. So it's like, it's just having somebody tell you what they learned. Because in my podcast, I be talking about like real life stuff that like God check me about, and then I gotta just go and like talk to people about. But it's like, say I was in a large room telling the people the same thing. So it's like the people that's like the pastors, really, they just go in and they do their quiet time and stuff like that. But not all pastors are like legit. I'm gonna just be real and say that I'm not oblivious to that. Not all pastors legit. Some people, like, they just get caught up in the mega, and they don't really be seeking God for real. And I have a problem with that too, because you're supposed to be a leader, and like that's one of my biggest fears, like just God taking me somewhere and then I just lose it. Like, I get in my I get in my head and I just start steering people the wrong way, either if it's for money or the power. I just don't. Like, that's a fear of mine to do. Because, like, people really get lost. And then people like us be like, I don't want to go to church because you scamming us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you're messing up people's, like, souls. Yeah, because, like you said, and then, like, I also thought, you can go to school to become a pastor. Like, it don't gotta come from God. You don't gotta get a sign. I want to go to school for this. I want to be this. And I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. Like that, when I learned that really like threw me, like I rebelled even more. I'm like, wait, what? I was beefing with pastors. For real? Yeah, cause I was like, you could have went to school for this. I don't know personally, but I was just thinking, like, you could have went to school for this. Like, who made you the person to lead? All you did was go to school for this. Yeah. So I wasn't feeling it too much, but I had to get over that. I had to learn, like, all right, let it go. It's not that serious. Some of them are real, and they did get to call it and all that. Yeah, that's true. So that's one thing I did hear on your podcast. You say you feel like why God want to use you, and you kept running from it. You want to elaborate more on that? Yeah. I'm even going through that now. Like, the fact that we here even talking about the podcast. Yeah. It's like crazy because this whole week, like, he been on me about this podcast. Wow. Which podcast? Yours? My podcast. Like, I'm not consistent with it. Like, I'm supposed to be, like, when I first started, I was doing it every week, but then I'm not consistent with it. I just feel like with me, like, it's like, why you want to use me? Like, I'm not, like, I don't have it all together. I still be doing things I'm not supposed to do. I be talking about forgiving, and I be talking about all this other stuff that I gotta do, but it's like low key in my heart, I still have some things that I need to clear up. So it's like, to me, it's just like, God, like, I don't have it all together. Why you want to use me? But it's just like, he's just been showing me even this week that's why I want to use you, because you can speak to people that's like in that lane. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been running. Even now, I'm gonna not say I'm running still, but I feel like I was still running. So you feel like you be feeling like, yo, I need to do an episode. You probably just make yourself super. Cause that's one thing I was talking about on, I think, a previous episode, I think 12, that we be moving so fast that we don't even stop to really listen to him or listen to what he want us to do. Cause we moving so fast, we got our phones all day. Yeah. Then we make ourselves busy with people.
in things to not really stop and be like, look, I'm feeling this. I want to do this. Or get, even to get more in tune.
Yeah. That's a fact, and yeah, that's me. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I'll be busy 24/7. Like, my friends will be like, dang, you gotta, T always busy. She never answer the phone, stuff like that. Because, I don't know, I know what he be telling me to do. But sometimes if I don't want to do it, I'll get myself busy with creating, doing other stuff, and it's like, I low-key don't want to do this. But it'll be on my mind, like, 24/7. Like, I know I should record a podcast. Like, sometimes I feel bad. It be Wednesdays, and I ain't dropped nothing. And I know good and well he giving me content. Like, I got hella content that I was been supposed to put out, never recorded. Wow. So it's like, it gets to a point like that, and that's what makes you stagnant. Like, when God is telling you to do certain things and you just running from it or you don't want to do it, you just be stuck. And I think I talked about that the last episode.
Yeah, you did.
You just be stuck because it's like you're not doing what you need to be doing.
And I feel like that. I feel like a lot of people feel like that, and low key, that's why they escape. In a way, it's like I'd rather be getting drunk, getting high all day, so then that way I don't really gotta deal with it. I ain't gotta deal with reality. Yeah. And that ain't a good way to escape, man. Y'all people, I've been telling y'all boys gotta lay off on that. But I do know people that smoke all day. So I'm not against it, and they function very well. But at the same time, I was telling them, you do know you're still escaping. Even though you're still functioning, you do know you're still escaping, because if you don't smoke all day, then you tell me, oh, I ain't smoke all day, I got problems. Like, that's not normal.
Yeah, and that's how I was, like, even before we was talking, like, when after I stopped smoking, God was showing me that, like, you was using it as an escape mechanism, because he was showing me, like, my personality. Like, low-key, if I'm not feeling something, I will run. Like, I'll leave and stuff like that. And that's how I did with smoking. Like, every time I wasn't feeling nothing, every time, like, I didn't want to deal with a certain situation, it's like, dang, I need a joint. Like, dang, I need this, I need that, I need to go out, because I didn't want to deal with it. But then after, when I get sober again, it's like, the problem is right there.
It's still there.
It's still there. So, but I didn't notice that in the midst of me, like, smoking. I was just be like, all right, I need another joint. I need another joint. But it's like, now God is showing me just different things, and I still escape in different ways. I escape, like, with my business. I escape with getting busy. So it's like trying to face myself, because that's, like, the hardest thing to face after God is yourself. To be real with yourself and say, yo, you like this because of this, and you do this. Like, that's tough to, like, look at yourself and, like,
you gotta drop a bomb on that one, man. You gotta drop a bomb on that one. That was the real. A lot of people, we don't like facing ourselves. That's like the hardest thing for us to do. Look in the mirror and just be real, understand your flaws, and really embrace them. Like, we so scared of our own flaws, which makes no sense to me. Like that's what I had to do at one point. But I'm like, I don't know why people don't do it, because it's hard. Like, because I was part of the Ain't Shit Nigga Committee, guys. But now I'm part of the Faithful Blackmail Committee.
Yes, you need to drop a bomb.
Yeah, that's... But it's like when I go back to thinking about why I wasn't shit, I made excuses. I didn't want to really deal with it. I just want to, like, I want to blame the other person. It's like, yo, I told you I wasn't ain't shit, and you still chose to deal with me. That's your problem. Yeah. It's like, at the same time, nigga, you chose to deal with them too. You want to be ain't shit, leave them alone.
Right.
Hey, like, be real with yourself. Like, don't stop making excuses for being flawed and being imperfect when it's like, it's okay.
It's okay. And I think that's what the problem is, and especially, like, the Black and brown community. It's like we make excuses for a lot of stuff, and me included. Like, we make excuses for a lot of stuff, like our relationships that we have, the people that we deal with and stuff like that. We don't really face ourselves or look at the trauma that we done been through to make us act a certain way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was like that because certain things may have happened in your life. I am the certain way I am and trying to break out of in relationships and stuff like that. It's because the way I was in my relationships and, like, growing up. You know what I'm saying? So we don't stop to think that, like, yo, you do this because you probably seen your OG do it, or, like, your daddy was not in the house and stuff like that. But we don't want to look at stuff like that. And when we start to look at stuff like that, it's just like, oh no, my daddy wasn't in the house, I don't care, like, F him, F that. But it's like, nah, like, look at his track record. Look at your track record. Look at your granddaddy track record. Like, you gotta look back at stuff like that, because that's how you gonna get better.
And then one thing I heard you say on that caught my eye was loving properly. Loving people, just loving, like we just said, loving yourself properly, which people don't I don't think we actually know how to do.
Yeah.
And we don't even try. Like everybody has a love language. And we project our love language on the next person.
Yeah.
And then if the person don't really understand your love language, you have a hard time with that too. So I'll be like, I don't know. Love is a crazy thing. I don't get it, man.
I feel you. Love is tough. Like, and that's why in that episode, What's Love? It's like, I don't know what it is for real, because I know what it is. I know how it look like in my community.
Yeah.
And in my community, you know, it is crazy. Like, love is not really what love really is. And that's what God was showing me, because like and it's crazy how you even said that. I like that perspective of like how we project our love languages onto other people. It's like you expect them to love you a certain way, and that's not how they love.
Yep.
So it's like, that's how it is, like, in the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you meet somebody and you expect them to be this person to you, and it's like, first of all, you don't even know yourself. That person don't even know themselves. Y'all both loving each other through a flawed lens. Like, none of that is real love. And God is teaching me what real love is, and that's like loving Him first. Like, literally loving Him first. Because that's the only way I'm going to really love myself. Because I got to love myself first before I love anybody else.
Facts. Well, that's what most people don't understand.
Yeah.
I was literally just reading about it right before you came, about loving yourself, which people don't do because we hurt our own self so many times that we don't want to anymore. And it's crazy. It's really crazy, because even with the projecting on somebody else, like, if my love language is quality time, now I want you to be around me all the time. But that's not yours.
Yeah.
And now I feel some way, and I'm loving you, which I learned too is also we love conditionally and unconditionally. So now I'm mad that you don't want to be around me all the time. I'm putting conditions on your love and on my love for you. It should be, that be the problem right there in relationships and everything that go down.
Yeah, that's good too, because even like, I don't think I ever talked to nobody and we talked about love languages.
Really?
Like, I'm gonna be real.
Wow.
We never talked about love languages, and I feel like that's the thing with communication. So it's like, you have to learn people past the what's your color and all that favorite restaurant BS and let's chill. Like, you gotta learn people outside of that, because how you expect somebody to give themselves to you and you don't even know them. So, and then one thing you just said that I like is somebody told me that it's harder to love ourselves because we know everything. We know the truth about ourselves. Like, we know certain things about ourselves. So it's like, dang, you just ain't A1. So it's like, how could you love you? So that's just a part of just accepting who you are, like, flaws and all. Yeah,
because when I was thinking about that, with the way we put conditions on so much things that a person can give to us, we be blocking our own self. Like, somebody probably could be really trying to love you, but you put so much conditions that, you got to do it this way, you got to do this, you got to make sure you do this. But then again, did you ever really face yourself and be like, nah, I don't really need all that. I don't really, like, social media tell me, my nigga's supposed to do this, or my girl's supposed to do that. Nah, do you really want these things? And it goes back to being real with yourself, looking in that mirror, man.
That's a fact. And I feel like I've even been like that in, like, situationships.
Well,
it's just like
projecting it on them?
Yeah, projecting and just like thinking that somebody got to be a certain way, or if it's not like this, I ain't with it. And like, that's it. Conditions.
I always find that funny, like when people put conditions on shit. But that's a crazy question, because it's like, after a while, but if it is something that you want, you shouldn't be settling at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I've been lost at a little bit, because like, if I want this and I'm telling you I want this, but yet it's hard for you to give it, I'm putting a condition on it in a way, but I'm at the same time telling you I want this.
I think it goes with communication, because even how, like, you were talking about, like, love languages, right? So it's like, say that person love language is totally different from yours. It's like, y'all talk about your love languages, and then their love language may not be your love language. Excuse me. But then you teach that person that, like, I want you to be with me all the time. Like, that's how I feel loved, or whatever, based on the example that you said. It's just like, and that person love language is probably gifts or something like that. So it's like, y'all got to learn each other. Like, you got to teach each other and stuff like that. Like, how, this is what's important to me. This is what is important to me. So I'm gonna need, if that person care about you, they gonna do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the underlying line right there. If they care, because they don't care enough, they're not gonna change it.
Yeah.
So that's true, man. I didn't even think about that. I forgot about caring. Fuck, how could I care?
Yeah, if you don't care for real, it's like whatever. Like I'm not gonna put the effort.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna go out my way. It's like I'm straight.
You're holding them back, not caring. All right. Now I see you've been working out. You had a workout challenge you gave yourself.
Yeah.
What made you start that? What made you get into that?
So it sounds silly, but I was in DC for work, and then like I went back to my hotel room, and I was scrolling on Instagram, and I saw Tiana Taylor. You know,
Oh
bad.
my gosh, her body's them jump.
No,
Them jump off.
she is bodied. Okay. Wow. I loved her body. Like since I was in high school, I used to say like I want a Tiana Taylor body. I want abs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that was just all talk. But I don't know. It was one day I came back, like when I was in DC, I came back to my hotel room and I was scrolling. I'm like, yo, like I need to start working out because I want my body to look a certain way. And it's just like the only reason why I don't have that body is because you ain't been putting in the work to do it. So it's like, yeah, you could put that down every year, but it's like you ain't doing the work.
Yeah.
So I called my homegirl and I was like, yo, like when I come back home, like let's start back working out because we used to work out like years ago. And I came back home the next day, and then the next day after we went to the gym like 5 a.m. And
So you go every day at 5?
Not anymore. But before Corona came and messed everything up.
You was going at 5?
Yeah, we was going at 5.
You was really dedicated, boy.
Yeah, we did that for 90 days. But after like the second week, it was like embedded. So I was like, I gotta go. Like I gotta work out now. So that's what started it.
That's good though. I be telling people to work out, but it is, people don't really care to do it, and you don't got the motivation. But we should be taking it. Besides just to look good, you should be taking care of your body,
exactly.
man. The crazy part, we only get one.
Exactly.
One body, and we act like we got another chance with it. Once you die, it's a wrap.
Right. That's true, and that's a good way to look at it. It's like people be like, I think everybody should work out. Yeah. Like everybody, at least 30 minutes a day. Go run, go sweat. Like go sweat. That's what I just be saying. Yeah. And it's the fact that you just said we all got one body.
One body.
I think somebody was telling me that like. Remember we was just talking about like drinking and stuff like that. Yeah. And I used to treat my body trash, but I didn't look at it like that. It was just like, okay, getting lit all the time, not eating, not sleeping. And it's like, you're not taking care of the one thing that you would never get back. Yep. So.
Yeah, man. I was thinking about that because I had my homie on here last week. He's swole. Make sure y'all boys check out Bobby Gyms. You feel me? That's where he get ripped. That's where he get ripped at. So you could go over there. He could train you and stuff like that. But we was talking about that. I'm like, yo, we should really take care of our bodies. We get one. We see people die from cancer, which you get from eating unhealthy and stuff like that. And then you feel the way you feel. Yeah. Because of the way we eat, we don't even think about stuff like that. Like, yo, the way you eat and the things you're doing make you lazy, make you don't want to do things, make you don't get things done. And it's like, oh, it's whatever. It tastes good. I'm like, so what?
Yeah. And it's like, even for me, working out is a mental thing. Like, it's more than just working out. Like when I go and work out, when I go in the gym, it's like mentally, like I gotta tell myself like, yo, if I'm like lifting, it's like this not too heavy. Like I gotta talk to myself, and it's just I feel like it's good for your mental period to just have your your juices flowing like in your brain period.
Yeah. And what do you think about diet?
My whole MO is like I'm getting thick, so I feel like I need to eat everything that I see. So, but yeah, eating is the number one too, because it's like, especially being Haitian, it's like they don't care. They don't know what healthy eating is.
Nigga, we eat carbs for breakfast.
Please give me a plate of spaghetti, okay? Like
we eat spaghetti for breakfast. Like, wait, why you start off the day horrible?
Exactly.
Not understanding how heavy that is on your body. You got to go the whole day with that.
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah.
But I need to be better with my diet. I can be better.
Yeah, I've tried before. I done been vegan. I done did.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's hard though.
It is.
I be vegan for like a good 2 weeks. Then boom, I smell bacon. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Put that on my burger, please. And I eat it. And I was like, I fucked up. And I don't go. My thing is I don't go back. Like I'll slip up one day. And I'm off the rails. Right now I'm full everything. Well, I don't try to eat pork. You eat pork?
No. But
at all?
Low key, I've been slipping. Like, yeah, I've been slipping. Like I had pepperoni pizza yesterday.
Oh, see.
So it's like, but I did like 2 years and I didn't eat red meat.
Wow.
And then I fell off. Like I'll have eating habits like that. Like, every time I go on a fast, every time I come off of it, I'm like, okay, I'm not eating meat, or I'm gonna just like be. I went vegan for like 21 days. It was like a fast, but I was like, I can't do vegan.
What's your thoughts on fast, kid? I did one before.
You did?
Yeah.
What kind of fast you did?
I think Daniel fast, where you eat fruits and water.
Yeah. How was that?
It was hard as fuck.
Why you did that?
Why? Get closer, dog.
Okay, that's dope. You did it on your own?
Oh, it was me and a couple of friends I think was doing it, but I think I started earlier than them. So
that's dope. That's dope.
Like I said, people be thinking I'll just be horrible. When I talk, I be sounding like, oh my gosh, you're bashing God, you're attacking. I'm like, listen, no, I'm not. I just want some answers. Like some stuff be left unclear. I'm like, wait, hold on. Let's be real about this stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when I did the Daniel fast, it was good though. Like, I found myself a little bit more on that. I was a bit more on it because that was like, I was having a baby on the way at that time, so I was just trying to find myself more to be like loving, because being Haitian, you don't learn that at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, how the hell am I supposed to love a baby girl, and it's like I don't even know how to do it for real.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to find myself a little bit more at that time.
That's good that you said that.
Yeah.
The fact that you took time out to fast, and then I think you should talk about that more. First of all, like, no, for real, you need to talk about that, because niggas is not really doing that. Like, niggas is not trying to get close to God. They not trying to do the necessary steps. In this case, I was reading something this morning about fasting, but it's crazy how you took that initiative. Like, you noticed that about yourself. Like, dog, I'm about to bring something into the world, and I don't even know how to love her properly.
Yep.
And it's like you went to the person that you love, like, and you like, I need you to teach me. So I want to know, but I'm about to interview you. I want to know some things that you learned on that fast, like pertaining to love or other things.
Well, I kind of learned it after, when I saw it, but it was more like, well, with that fast, I learned, you gotta love the person that's bringing the child too, also. Because I was more like I said, I didn't know how to give that out at first, so I didn't even give it to the person properly that was having my child. So I had to learn that part first, and it's like, you learn that part, then it just trickled down, and that's what we don't understand. Like, everything has an effect. If I don't love her properly, how the hell we gonna love this child properly?
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, wow, man, I need to get right with that, and that's what pushed more on the faithful black male community side. I was like, yo, I gotta get right, man. I don't want my daughter ever, because we fail. Black men have been failing as parents for a while, and we just keep making the same excuses. Right. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna be part of that, making the excuses side. So
that's dope.
That's what I really learned from that fast, man.
That's dope. And that goes back to what we were saying before about like knowing ourselves and excuses. Because like now you done broke a generational curse. Like, you done low-key broke a generational curse that you don't want your daughter to like get raised a certain way because how you was raised, and you had to do the hard part. Like, yeah, cause I think that's dope.
Cause being in shit, you meet a lot of girls, and I be seeing how damaged they be. I'm like, God damn, like what the hell happened to your life? Yeah. And then every time I broke down, no father, and I'm like, wow. So I'm like, hell no. And then if their father was there, he was horrible. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna try my best, even if I don't know. But then again, that's what I also learned. They was just doing their best. Yeah. They didn't know.
Yeah, y'all talked about that in the last episode. That was good.
They was just doing their best, man. Yeah. Do I got another question? Let me see. I wrote them things down. I don't think so. Nope, that's all. All right, y'all boys. This is a wrap up episode 12, I believe. Or no, 13. Yeah. Okay, you on point. This is a wrap up episode 13. Y'all make sure y'all check Thamicha out on her podcast, Unleashing Souls, you feel me? And y'all can follow on her Instagram at
Thamicha ET. It's gonna be in the show notes.
Okay, you peep. Yeah, you on point. But I appreciate y'all boys for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that. And it's a motherfucking wrap.